Hi, my name is Jenna, and this is my makeover for Miss Bishop's 118 cosmetology class. I decided to do an Elsa-inspired makeup look and hair look because I love all things Disney and Frozen especially. So this is one of the eyeshadow palettes I use, the Profusion Natural palette and the Contour and Highlight palette. And then I use the Carly Bible eyeshadow palette as well. And the Jaclyn Hill palette. So first I put my hair up, put my contacts in, and then I washed my face. And I always make sure to pat my face dry. And then I'm using the Angelou toner. And my under eye cream, I don't know where this is from, but yeah. And then I also used moisturizer, but something happened to that clip. So just imagine I am putting on moisturizer right now. So I started off using the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. And I like to focus this mainly on my nose and cheek, which are my dry areas, but then I usually blend it what's left over on my forehead and chin. Next, I used my L'Oreal True Match foundation. I wanted a lighter foundation because Elsa is very pale, but unfortunately this is the lightest one I had, so I just went with it. Then I baked underneath my eyes with my powder. And I applied the powder all over to the rest of my face. Next, I prepped my eyelids to start the eyeshadow. So I started off with a crease shade, and I slowly built up the intensity with a reddish orange shade. Now, Elsa has a totally different eye shape than me, of course, so I tried my best to replicate it by drawing straight up from the corner of my eye to my eyebrow, which looks really weird now. All the steps look really weird as I'm doing it, but then you see in the end that it all works out. I put the purple shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette on my lid, and then I started to clean up around my eye, and then I applied a lighter shimmery shade on top of the purple. And then I cleaned up with some more concealer. And then I wiped away what was left of the bake. And I did my eyeliner. I kept the eyeliner very simple, no wings or anything special. Next, I went on to my eyebrows, which are really hard to shape like Elsa's because I have super thick, dark eyebrows. So I was trying to make the end look less arched and thinner, and then at the very top, it was really hard to get that little arch in the middle, but I finally got it. Next, I went on to contouring, and I focused mainly on the top and bottom of my face, because I have a long face and Elsa has a very round face, so I tried to make it look smaller. Then I applied some bronzer to my cheek, and I applied it to my nose as well, and then here I'm applying blush. Then I went onto my eyelashes. I used some fake lashes. I don't remember where they're from. And of course, I had a mini Frozen karaoke session in between. Next, I applied a shimmer in the corner of my eye, and I applied dark eyeliner to the bottom lash line, very close to the lash line, and I applied some mascara. And then I applied a light shade to my bottom waterline. Here I'm applying a little bit of highlight, and then the way that I do the cute little freckles is I take my eyebrow gel and I dot it on my finger. As you can see here, it's a very weird way to do it, but it ends up looking really cute. And then this lipstick, I don't know where it's from because it rubbed off, but it was the perfect shade for Elsa. And that's the finished makeup look. Next, I went on to hair. So I started off with prepping my hair because Elsa has a really hard hairstyle to do because it's like defying gravity how high they make her hair. So first thing I do is I part off a small section in the front and I start crimping my hair. I crimp the most right at the roots, so the first 2 or 3 clamps, and then I just lightly crimp the rest of the hair. And then I continued going back. I ended up going pretty far, I think a little past the crown. And I like to take very small sections so it crimps properly. So that was about how much hair I crimped, although I crimped a little farther back, I think. Next, I went on to adding even more texture because her hair is just so crazy. You need a lot of base. So I put on the Rock On powder. I don't know what it's by, but it's amazing. And basically just adds hold and it allows you to tease the hair really easily. So I applied that powder to about 2 inches from the front to the back, and then I just started to tease without using any of the powder. For styles like this, you really need to not be afraid of teasing because that's the only way you're going to be able to do it. I sprayed on some hairspray and smoothed my hair out, and then here I am trying to figure out how to even go about doing the style. Just kind of figuring out the layout. Oh, and also that parting was a zigzag parting, which is super helpful in order to hide partings, which is what I love to do for styles like this. So it looks totally seamless and you don't see any parts. This was me just trying to pin my hair into place to give it that volume. And then I went on to braiding the hair. I just started at the bottom or around the middle of the occipital bone, and I started a French braid. And I sprayed my hair in between several times that I didn't show you. And then there's my braid. I pulled it out a little bit, and then I teased the bottom just to give it a little floof. And this is the finished look. So this look didn't really do a whole lot except give me the great excuse to sing Frozen songs and be very melodramatic and have fun with hair and makeup. And I actually have had the chance to dress up and get all ready and fancy because me and my sister did a little photo shoot the other day just because I was missing that feeling that you get when you get to dress up. So that was really fun, and this was super fun. I really enjoyed this. I really appreciate the internet and FaceTime and Zoom. I get kind of sick of them, obviously, but I am also really grateful that I have the ability to talk with friends and classmates, or else I would be bored out of my mind and very lonely. I think another thing that I really appreciate is I have a little more time now to just think about different things, and I can start stuff that I've been wanting to do or been putting off. Obviously, I have also just been sitting around watching stuff on my laptop, but I have had more time to actually get stuff done that I needed to. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a ton of fun making it, and I hope you guys learned something.